Hello everyone, today I would like to talk about League of Legends World Championship 2015. I'm actually very excited for Worlds because, well, I built this channel just because I wanted to talk about Worlds and I cannot wait for this to happen. So, um, first thing first, I want to talk about Group A, and this video will be focused on Group A. So the Group A we have the Q Tigers, the Yowie Flash Wolves, CLG, and Pain Gaming. So first I want to point because everyone is saying that CLG got a very lucky draw, and I think the luckiest team here is actually the Q Tigers, because the Q Tigers just went to the only group probably where they could get the easily first spot. Q Tigers is easily the best team in this group, and they will get the first place. Um, and not being a very dominant team in their region, at least in the last split. In the spring split, the Q Tigers were the G Tigers at the time were the best team in Korea. They were very strong until the MSI. When the MSI came, they lost. They won first against SK Gaming and against Cloud9. But the huge upset of the tournament, and probably all League of Legends until today, was their loss against the team World Elite from one of the worst teams at the time from China. And this team, WE, actually lost against TSM 3-1. So, and TSM ended up winning IM Katowice. So, even though later the Q Tigers in the LCK got fourth place in summer split, they still got to the Worlds through points. They had many points from the spring split, and they got to Worlds as the second seed from China, from Korea, although they are probably the third best team from the region behind KT Rolster. So moving on to the Yowie Flash Wolves, I think the Yowie Flash Wolves first, they are the old Gamma Bears. From if you don't know, the Gamma Bears went to World Championship in season 3 and lost. Only had 2 games where they lost 2-0 against SK Telecom. So they didn't got to do many things, except from the jungler. This is the only teammate which was not from the Gamma Bears. And during the spring split, they were first place in the LMS during the most, just losing in the playoffs to AHQ. And in summer split, they were the second place behind again AHQ. And then during the playoffs, they lost against Hong Kong Esports, which is the team of Toys, the guy who won the world championship with Type A Assassins. But then they were able to qualify for Worlds because they beat the Hong Kong Esports 3-2 during the regional qualifiers. So during the international tournaments, we also were able to see them at IM Katowice, where they've beaten Cloud9 1-0 and lost to SK Gaming 1-0, and later eliminated in the loser bracket SK Gaming 1-0. And they lost later to TSM 2-1. This puts them in a 3-3 versus Western teams, which shows how close these regions are. And they are the biggest contender to the second place, along with CLG. Pain Gaming, we only know that they are the third place from Brazil, and but during the playoffs in the summer split, they actually wipe out the competition, going 8-0, destroying INTZ, KD Stars, and INTZ Red 8-0. And during the wildcard tournament, which they qualified through the playoffs from Brazil, they got 5-0 in the 2 games they played. So this is a very dominant team coming as the wildcard team, and they can very easily upset this group. And you'll go there in a minute. Finally, we have CLG. CLG, well, we're not usual to see CLG in this tournament. Um, right now, all CLG lanes are good and are capable of playing against the best lanes in the world. I think Zion Spartan, I always wanted to see this guy playing in the Worlds because I think he's one of the best top laners ever. And I also think Paul Belter can face most mid laners very good. The bottom lane will be, let's see, I'm not sure if Doublelift can take every one of. I think in this group, Doublelift will be fine, but we'll see later how he does. The only problem will be the jungle. Let's see if who he is actually at the level of Xmithy and the first seed from North America, beating TSM 3-0. And this is a very good team. This is a very strong team and the best team of CLG we've ever seen. But in the end, I think it's very simple to say that the Q Tigers will get a first place, probably going to 6-0 in the group. It's easily, and if some team gets to beat the Q Tigers in any game, that game will be very important to decide if that team goes second or not. The team who beats Q Tigers will probably be the team that goes second place. In the end, I just want to point out the most important thing for me in this group, and no one seems to talk about that, which is this group has the first seed from North America, the first seed from Brazil, and the second seed from the LMS. And in this group, it is decided who is the best region. Because if CLG doesn't beat the Yowie Flash Wolves, then it's easily to say that the LMS is better than North America. Of course, there will only be 2 games, and we will never know, of course. But it's important for the honor of the region, I would say. And the same against Pain Gaming, because if Pain Gaming actually upsets CLG, that will be a huge problem for North America and even for the West. It won't be good because right now we have CLG with they never had this kind of pressure. No team from the West has ever had this kind of pressure because usually the wildcard teams that come are weak enough and very weak and were easily beaten by the North American teams and European teams. And when the Western teams play against Chinese teams or Korean teams, no one expects them to win. So it's not a big deal if the Western teams loses. It's if they won, it would be an upset. But if they lose, well, it's fine. We're already expecting that. But right now, CLG is not the underdog here. They should win, and they have to win. I don't say against the UA Flash Wolves can be 50-50, but against Pain Gaming, CLG is by far the favorite. And yet, Pain Gaming is coming from a 13-0 series, so it won't be as easy as probably people think, because when Kaboom upset Alliance last year, well, no one was expecting, but it did happen, and it happened because Brazil was already growing as a region. It was not all Alliance fault, it was also credit to Kaboom Esports. And here is the same thing. Pain Gaming is a lot stronger than Kaboom was last year, and Pain Gaming is by far the best team from international wildcard coming. So CLG has to prepare a lot to this game because it's not only the going through groups that it's deciding here, it's the honor of North America. And the same goes for the Yowie Flash Wolves. The LMS cannot lose against Pain Gaming, and the same against North America and LMS. CLG has to beat the Yowie Flash Wolves, so this is the most interesting fight here, and this is a very interesting group, I would say. It is a very lucky draw for all these teams, yes, but it's very interesting to see, and CLG has a lot more to lose in this group if you think about this. Well, I hope you guys like the video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please let me know.